everybody, and welcome. You are listening to MFL Total Access here at Terry Bablis' place. This is not Jeff's place. Terry's back. It smells less like Boostan in here, but Jeff did an amazing job in your absence. Really good job. He knows his stuff, and he seemed cool as a cucumber. And there was actually some people saying that maybe he should be my partner in crime.
Did I not actually say that?
A few people. I won't divulge you, but a few people.
I mean, Jeff did a great job.
He did.
I was really impressed. The show was actually funny.
Good stuff.
Thankfully, you were there to carry the load. No, I'm kidding. Jeff was actually good too.
Yeah, he was.
But a few people told me this week, hey, where were you? Are you gonna come back? Are you back on the show? So,
You were missed. You were missed by some for sure.
But it was actually fun. It was like the first time ever. Since it was like the 17th episode, the 18th episode.
Yeah, for real.
It was the first time ever that I was watching it and not like a part of it. Watching it from.
How was it watching it? Like
It
you
was
were laughing
actually
and
sick.
stuff?
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
I'd take an extra week off maybe here and there just to see it. But
Good stuff.
the most surprising thing was that the episode still got posted. Like, good job for real. Like,
Okay, folks, the episode was an hour and 15 minutes. To try and get that episode online took like 4 hours and 15 minutes.
triple that.
Yeah, triple. I was studying for my midterm, and I'd look at this online, like it was that online. I was like, why isn't it posting? And then we had Jeff and I had to. Oh man, it was nuts. But for the fact that you do that every week is, you definitely deserve a high five for that. Some good stuff. That was, you know, we're doing live shows from now on. We're not doing that YouTube nonsense and posting it and verification.
You don't do any of that.
Yeah, that's true.
You're gonna do it this time?
No. I'll give you all the money for the show. I'm not doing that.
What money? We don't get paid for this.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay, well, what a week it was.
Crazy.
We got good field conditions.
We did, because we weren't at the same field as usual.
Yeah.
Announcement.
Announcement?
Well, that we're going to be playing there from now on.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be playing there from now on.
The soccer one. Not the one with like that weird hockey rink thing that was there.
It's a
like the
normal hockey
boards.
rink?
Yeah, not the hockey rink, the other one across the street.
Yeah. All four fields are
yeah.
gonna be there.
It's pretty cool. It has a little bear vibe, don't you think? Like it's by a school and like...
Not really. There's not enough like trees and forests. And,
Yeah.
like, it's like not as excluded. Like there's still cars passing in front. We see the houses from the field. You know, like
That is true. People watch. They get front row seats. They start scouting from the living rooms.
So we get right to it.
Let's get it.
Division 1.
Yes, Division 1.
What happened?
Last week of regular season.
Coming
up.
But now we're
Crazy.
talking about the second to last.
100%.
So let's start with Outlaw Centurions game. I made my Division 1 debut at quarterback.
Yes, you did. I heard it went fairly well.
It went better than what I would have thought.
Yeah, 11 of 14, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Much better completion percentage than Stephen Harper, so who went 20 of 35. I believe when he took over, he threw back-to-back picks.
Yeah, let's do first drives.
And you guys still won the game.
So basically, I threw a pick on my first drive. Then, as I was about to snap the ball on my second drive, Steve was just putting on his flag belt. And he was like, call a timeout. And I'm like, no, let me just run this play.
Yeah.
It was a nice pass. He's like, okay, finish the drive.
Oh, wow.
I end up scoring on the drive. Next drive, he's like, okay, play till you fuck up.
Yeah.
Then the second drive, I scored again. Then I threw a bad interception.
Shoot, it was...
He's like, okay, my time to shine. He comes in, he throws back-to-back picks. So at halftime,
Yeah.
we each had 2 picks.
Damn.
But I had 2 touchdowns. He had none.
That's the big difference.
Yeah. He finished the day with 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. It did not happen in this game, but something that's important to mention before I forget. Kevin Smuda broke the single season record for the most receiving touchdowns in a season.
Good call.
22. So
Yeah.
it used to be 20 by JC.
Right.
A little ironic, though, that in the pre-10 game season era, we used to be playing 12 games
Right.
in NFL.
Yeah.
And Smuda had 26 touchdowns in a 12-game season.
Right.
But in that 12-game season, he missed 2 games.
So he played 10
So he
games.
played 10 games, but that record doesn't count because it was like during a 12-game season.
Right.
But he still had 26 and 10.
Holy cow.
Yeah. He also had over 1,000 yards that year.
That is, I don't even know what to say to that. And that's D1.
Yeah.
I mean, every game we're checking, Smooth's
I
getting
think
3
back then there was
touchdowns.
only 1 division when
Okay.
that happened. Or at the most 2.
Yeah.
But
right now he's doing it in D1.
Yeah, right now he's doing it in the
and
real
the
D1.
competitiveness of D1 is higher than ever was before.
So in this game, he had 12 catches for 100 yards and 1 touchdown, 1 1-point convert, 1 2-point convert.
Okay.
He kind of filled the board everywhere there.
Yeah.
Ariel Labradi, 3 touchdowns. I threw 2 of them to him.
Oh, nice.
He was my guy.
Okay, so he wants you to be quarterback now.
I mean, everyone was throwing balls to him. In the other game against Honor Game, he got 5 picks.
I saw that. That was something else.
But Xavier Collette in this game balled out. 11 receptions, 107 yards, a touchdown, 2 1-point converts. Centurions won this game the whole, like from the beginning to end. It's crazy because when you look at both quarterbacks combined, there was 10 total picks in this game.
Yeah, seriously.
And it It was still pretty high scoring, 33-26 it ended.
Boy, Xavier Colette, that's not the snapper.
No, that's his brother.
Oh, he's a brother. They're brothers on the team?
I mean, they have the same last name.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
chances
assuming they're
are.
brothers, but I'm not totally sure.
Well, we're all brothers here in MFL. But yeah, no, sorry, continue.
Yeah, so
10 total picks.
yeah, 10
that's
total
crazy.
picks, yeah, in a game where you think that like Outlaws and Centurions both have like very good defenses,
Right.
and yeah, so it makes sense that those 10 total.
Yeah,
picks,
I thought
but-
you were going to say good quarterbacks.
Yeah, also good quarterbacks.
Yeah. And that's the thing, we talk about Gabriel, quarterback. Obviously, we know how good Steve is, but quarterback for Centurions, he throws a really catchable ball, and like he zings it in there. Like meaning, like it's hard for defenders to get like hands on the ball, whether they're knocking it down, intercepting it. So, kind of surprised to see that high interception total, but a close game nonetheless.
Yeah, very close. I know you didn't play in that henchman game because you had a more important game to play in, but do you have any like notes or anything you want to recap on it?
Yeah, so Henchman game, I was playing Thunder Buddies at the time. It was a one-sided game. We won the game 45-20, I believe. Shout out to Yvan Desjardins, slowly becoming Rossi's favorite target, getting 4 touchdowns in the game, over 100 yards. I didn't get too much info on the game. Looking at the stats, it looked like it was a game where the Henchman played well offensively, but also defensively. I think that defensively, I can make the case that we have the best defense in the league, just in terms of our interception totals, our PDs and stuff like that. We have a high flying defense, and I think that showed in the game against Bitter Boys.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Let me fact check that.
It's-
You guys do lead the league by a good margin in interceptions. Did you know it, or you just?
No, I didn't know, but
You guys got 29, and the second most has 23, and then it's 2018. Yeah, you guys are pretty good in that. What's the other thing you said?
PDs, passes defended. Oh my gosh. Swear, 49, the next team's at 36.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So see, like this shows like you don't always have to do research here. Like some things you just know at the back of your head.
I mean, you got lucky this time.
I did, eh? Well, they say it's better to be lucky than good. I think that's what they say. But yeah, no, we have a good defense, and defensively we played really well in that Bitter Boys game, and we won and clinched the playoff spot. So I'm super pumped.
We'll get into playoff scenarios
Yeah.
and all that when we preview the games. So we'll do
Fair.
after we'll do playoff scenarios, then we'll do
Yeah.
the previews to preview the important games for those playoff
Good
scenarios.
stuff.
Anything else you wanted to mention, or will you go to D2?
No, there was another. You played another D1 game, didn't you?
Yeah, against Honor Game.
Against Honor Game. That was a game where Ariel had 5 interceptions, correct?
Yeah.
He had 5 picks, and it was
Smuda had 4.
that was the game that he broke the record, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Smuda. So
Yeah.
a very important game in terms of stats.
Marvin was trying to tackle Smuda and bat the ball down.
I'm not surprised. But yeah, seriously, we love Kevin. I call him the GOAT. I want his autograph. But all kidding aside, congrats on breaking the record. That's no small task.
Yeah, no small task at all for MFL Hall of Famer.
Yeah, really. It's true. Just last year you got in, eh?
Yeah, he got in a while ago, no?
Well, no, the season that you
the
season you guys beat us in the finals, I think, right?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah, it was that game.
Yeah, I feel he should have been in like way before that.
Well, I mean, it's John. Like you can't make just his judgment, so it's all good. Love you, Johnny boy.
Div 2?
Let's go to D2.
Okay, I don't know. Let's get it out of the way. Phil Farran, he's your boy?
He's my boy.
What were you thinking? You thought you could take him one-on-one?
I tried my best.
Like, you are one of the better defenders in the divisions, and
Thank
I know
you,
that
appreciate
like
that.
even the best defenders in D1 aren't able to do much against him. So like, explain your thoughts. Like, let's go through this. We'll talk about it.
We played some man, and for the majority of the time when it was man, yeah, it was me guarding
But
him.
forget about man. It wasn't only just when it was man. When he was 4-1 lock, you were still locking
Yes,
on
exactly.
him.
Yes, when it was 4 and lock, I was locking on him.
You
and-
purposely put yourself on his side?
Yeah, I did.
Respect for that.
Yeah, thank you. And when we were playing, even when we were playing man, it was like he was running like these posts across the field, and I was like 4 yards behind him at best. And there was one where he beat me like by 5 yards, and he was just overthrown, or else he would have had another TD. But it was it's his raw running is honestly incredible. Terry, even James was talking about it when he runs comeback routes. He's so fast. You got to respect his speed. That like as blocking in the 4-1, I'm backing up, boom, and he gets that comeback route. It's a free 10 yards every time. And then when I play 10 out of him, boom, he just has the speed to beat me deep. He definitely got the better of me in that game. Good stuff. Humble guy, didn't say anything. We said
He's a pretty humble guy.
Yeah, it was.
You like rooting for him.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not going to say I let him score on purpose there because I didn't. But no, it was the Phil Ferrand show. Even defensively, he had a really good game, and we had no answers for him offensively. Mainly myself. I couldn't guard him.
Tandon scored over 100 points in a doubleheader. Phil Farran had over 250 yards and 6 touchdowns
In the combined games. We have to look at So obviously he plays different divisions, but we have to look at like the both divisions combined, like the average. That must be a record like per, you know what I mean? So it's not like he's playing D4 and D1. He's balling out in D4 and not D1. He's playing D1, D2, and he's balling out in both. Like I think it's record breaking pace. I have no clue how to double check that. Don't check the site because it's always buggered up. But safe to say, Phil Ferrand had an amazing day for the Les Tenants.
Seriously, I think I picked you guys to beat Les Tenants and picked KLB to beat you guys, and then OG Panthers we lost like a not so close game against KLB. And then seeing them like lose to you guys by like 10 points, I was like shocked.
I told the guys
that they had their 9-man roster. Like they were usually sometimes they're missing players, but they were like full squad. They had all their guys. The chemistry is, and they had the new pink jerseys.
Yeah, those are sick. I kind of like orange better, but those are sick. I was telling the guys after the game that the Iron Rose buddies that if we went 1-1, which we did, I would have thought we would have beaten 10 ounce and lost to KLB. It didn't happen. Although Les Tenants had a sub quarterback who balled out. I believe even with their starting quarterback is Henri. His last name.
No,
right?
That was last year. This year it's a Vincent Dion.
Oh, correct, Vincent Dion. Yeah, he even with him quarterbacking in the game, they would have won. So it wasn't an excuse. But their quarterback played a really good game. It was KLB had a good game. A few drops for them, uncharacteristic drops, and it was a good game, emotional game, a little bit heated, and it was a game we needed to win, and we came out on top.
Heated?
Yeah, a few calls that went. I guess I'd say our way that the KLB didn't agree with.
They were blaming John, right?
Yeah, and mostly Rich actually. Poor Rich. Rich, I think he did a great job refereeing the game. Good job, buddy.
Who was reffing with?
He was reffing with Stu. And of course, like Stu was too busy talking about like my shoelaces are untied, or like, oh, let me go chase the butterfly that's over there. No, we love Stu. Stu did great. He actually reffed a good game, Stu.
Who was doing the line though? Rich. Okay.
Yeah.
And what are they complaining about?
There was a convert where we got in and they thought we were short. That's all I could remember.
Did you actually get in?
Yeah. No, it wasn't me.
No, but did your team actually
Yeah,
get
of course we got in.
Anyway, did we talk about you getting burned by Phil Ferrand enough?
I wouldn't say I really got burned.
I got a quote. And I did an interview too after the game.
You did?
Yeah, but I didn't record it. It's all in my head.
Okay.
So I go up to KLB and I'm like, what the hell? Because they had just beaten us the game before. And I'm like, how'd you guys lose to Iron? I was like,
yeah.
Like, they just lost to Tanat. And they're like, they didn't even talk about the game. Jonathan Plode was telling me, yo, your buddy Will there, he was looking for his shoes on the field. I was pump faking him on those hook and goes. And like Will disappeared.
I bit like back-to-back plays on a hook and go, which is like I don't understand.
He's like, I ended up throwing a pick afterwards. Like I shouldn't be talking about this.
I did it on purpose. I bit because I knew I had safety help and we got a pick.
James helped?
Yeah, James helped me. James bailed me out on that one 100%. But no, I didn't do it on purpose. He pump faked.
It wasn't a great day defensively for you. Eh?
It was not. Definitely a day to forget. I'll try and watch some YouTube videos to know how to play a bit DB better. But no, he was pump faking me and like I was biting like a fish on a hook. And thankfully, we were able to win the game.
Another game I want to talk about, Vultures in Red Zone. I didn't get to see much. I got to see more than I thought I would have because I was playing my 6th game of the day at the same time with Outlaws. So I wasn't really playing much in that game. I was really just like trying to be able to walk and like I changed.
Stay alive.
I changed my cleats twice, thinking that's like if I change my shoes, my feet will feel better. I brought an extra pair of boots. I'm like, okay, like I'll switch to midway. Like I had an extra pair of socks, but like
smart.
Yeah, like I wasn't able to walk. But okay, before I get into this game, one of the things like I mentioned and we spoke about it after the last week's show when you were talking about the top D2 quarterbacks. I know Mike Roy, we don't consider him a D2 quarterback. He's obviously a D1 quarterback and could very well be one of the top D1 quarterbacks. He's won QB of the year in D2 and in D1.
Yeah.
Has a championship in D2, brought like almost a free agent team in the finals of D1.
Right.
I think he's the front runner for QB of the year right now in D2. And Jonathan Plou's also having a great season, but I think Mike edges him out, especially seeing the success Red Zone is having.
100%. I think that...
I think it was a little like miscue by you and Jaff last week.
Yeah,
and as soon as we spoke about it, you guys were like, oh shit, like...
And Mike let us know about it, rightfully so. And we talked about the...
I brought it up before he did, though.
You did, yes. I guess we do need you for something. But yeah, we talked about great D2 QBs last week. I forgot to mention Mike, definitely a step up on our part. I believe he's front runner to win QB of the year and to win MVP.
I can agree with that.
Obviously there's still some receivers, defenders, and other QBs balling out in D2. But right now my money's on my Mike to win D2 MVP and quarterback of the year. You talked about Ploud. What about John Evans? How is he quarterbacking? I know because like we're
gotta bring up your boy.
No, I'm just, I know he very rarely throws interceptions. Right now we're first in the division, so I'm pretty sure he probably has a good statistical season.
His TD to interception ratio is pretty strong. His completion percentage is high as well. But
not enough TDs, eh?
Yeah, not enough TDs, not enough yards, but he's getting the dubs, right? So like
100%. All right, John, you know what we'll do next game? We're going to let defense score on us as much as we can, so we got offense, and we let you ball that ball out. I don't know.
But true, John could be up there too as well.
They don't expect John
very
to
low
the
key.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the opposite.
What?
Like John, because he's the commish, wins the award.
No, I think... Oh, got you. Yeah, okay, well, you didn't hear it from me.
But in this game, Vultures are the one that came up on top. And Ben McMahon had a great game. 22 for 31, 221 yards, 6 touchdowns, an interception. And where are you going to point that finger?
Speaking of John, I think John was the only one to pick Vultures in that game.
That's possible.
Yep, I believe it's correct.
John was also... I was going back to the picks since last couple of weeks. And John was the only one to pick Vultures in the Outlaws Vultures game as well. And that was like when they first made the QB switch.
For real. Do you think...
but John likes picking underdogs.
It's true. Yeah, maybe he's Ben's uncle or something. We just don't know about it.
I mean, the height difference is...
yeah, facts.
Isn't going to sell it for me, but... yeah.
But no, definitely Ben going quarterback for them saved their season.
As well as Ben played, Carlos, the heart and soul of that red zone team, the rusher, he's a great rusher. He's a great player. He's a great energy ball on that team. But looking at Carlos' skill set and Ben's skill set, nothing against Carlos, but you'd think that like Ben would have a field day in that game. Carlos held him in check, and Ben ran 6 times for 26 yards. I think that 4.33 average for Ben is his career low.
I think if you had a 1 in front of that, 14.3 is still his career low.
I was watching that game, and Carlos was going bananas. Like, I never seen a big guy run that fast. And containing him, running after him, diving for tackles, sacks. I think he only sacked him once, but he got 3 other tackles like close to the line of scrimmage.
Right, for like a yard
and he had his girlfriend, wife, fiance, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Like screaming, yelling him on.
She's great,
yeah. When you have that support, like you have no choice. And I was seeing him like line up at the rusher bag, and his face was going like, I'm like, okay, I wouldn't want him rushing against me, man.
The thing is with Carlos, we talk about
He's
that.
the nicest guy.
We talk about him being nice. We talk about him being likable. We talk about him being good. I think he has his best games when it matters the most. Yeah. I really do. Whenever the game's on the line, it's 4th down, it's late in the game, second half, against a good quarterback, a playoff game, he shows up when it matters the most.
I remember Jaff, for the first time he came on their show, mentioned that he wanted Carlos' jersey. 2 of them, one so he could wear and one that he could have signed and framed. After watching him that game, I also want a pair of his jerseys.
Facts.
One with Red Zone and one with Average Joe's.
I think I'll just take his jersey and maybe even slot on
his
that team.
Ben ran for 26 yards.
Yeah, that's honestly... And an R on 1 carry on 6 carries.
Even if it was 1 carry. He ran for 26 yards.
100%.
And like you said, put a 1 in front. He's averaging like 126 yards.
Exactly.
Vultures now, is it a little too little too late? I guess we'll talk about that when we're previewing at the end.
Correct. I don't think so.
One of events that QB switch has made.
I'm telling you, man, we talked about D2, man. D2 is an exciting division. I'm excited to see how it's going to end off this upcoming week.
Anything else you want to talk about?
There must have been more games, no? D2 we talked about... But we're not going to go D2 and not talk about the fact that you guys went 0-2. Don't think you're slick, bro.
We didn't go 2, 1-1.
You guys went 1-1?
Yeah, look.
No. That was a forfeit?
Yeah.
What happened?
So, yeah.
Terry showed me that Joey's Hater just lost 25-0, even though Joey's Haters won the game. Because
we'll talk about the actual game, and then we'll talk about what happened the administrative section afterwards.
Let me just say, I picked against OG Panthers both games. They ended up losing both games, actually. And Terry's like, I thought you wanted to do better on your picks. Why are you picking against us twice?
You went 1-1 in your picks.
Yeah,
Facts,
yeah, that is true. I can't believe that.
So the stats are still there. Crazy back and forth game. Tied up at 22 at the half. OG Panthers scoring on the last play to make it 22-22. And then Joey's Hater scored. OG Panthers scored. Joey's Hater scored. OG Panthers scored, but Haters had that extra convert. We went for 2. We scored the last play again. Look, zeros on the clock. The last play of each half.
Damn.
And we went for 2 for the win.
You scored last play a 15-yard TD.
Yeah.
Was double quarterback?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's Jaff.
Yeah.
He was snapping?
Yes.
Damn.
Jaff balled out that weekend.
Yeah, he did. He really did.
12 catches for 113 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 2-point convert from the snapper position.
Yeah, that's tough. Like, all kidding aside.
Had he played slot, he would have doubled that probably.
Yeah. I'd say triple. But okay, so you guys got the TD.
You better comment on this video after that comment, Jaff, huh? Show some love.
Down by 1, and you guys went for 2 for the win?
Double QB,
I like that.
Ball got to... Yeah, we're not playing tight the game, right?
100%.
So yeah, it was a really good game. Back and forth game. So now, I'll give you the context. This whole weekend, okay, I had 6 games. Jaff played 6 games. we had the two pair of Jagerbomb players on our team, GF and Simon, who also played 3 or 4 games.
Right, on OG.
Yeah, we were only 6 players.
Yeah.
We're missing a couple of players, and in the last 2 weeks of the season, playoff rules apply, right? For the subs.
Right.
And just to give you an example of how bad it was, we had a sub, and with the new subs rules, when you're already 6 players and you bring in a sub, he's not allowed to play offense. He plays one play on offense, you guys lose by forfeit.
Okay.
So in our second game against KLB, GF DeLoz got injured for a play.
Okay.
He got back up, but if the ref stops the clock for an injury, you got to go off a play. Unless you call a timeout. We don't want to burn a timeout because we wanted to keep them for the end.
Right.
So GF went off, but he wasn't out for the game.
Right.
When to come back in. Our sub in the meantime couldn't come in because if the sub comes in and
so
plays
five
down
guys?
the offense, GF can't come back in the game. So we played 5 guys. That's just to show you how much we respected the rules. And John sent out your captain. Maybe you didn't read it because
I read it.
John sent out an email. He sent out another one that was maybe a little more direct this week.
Right.
Because there were so many forfeits this past weekend. And there were a lot more than there should have been.
Yeah.
But before that weekend, he sent a lot of emails for the parks, but he also sent emails about the new roster regulations, right?
Right.
And guys got to be careful about that because it's the last 2 weeks before the season. Everyone's battling for a playoff spot. And it is unfortunate that this happened. But the thing is, they had a player subbing in for them that didn't fit the roster regulations and didn't have the games played to play. And there was no exemption.
Right.
After the game, going through the stats and everything, we looked into it. We asked the question. We were able to contest the game. And it turns out that it turned into a forfeit. We don't want to win that way. Obviously, we would have rather win on the field. But like the thing is, we put so much heart to respect those rules, and we had so many players playing so many games that weekend, and it was actually dangerous. Thank God my last game was Outlaws against Honor game, and it was a high scoring game, and it didn't mean anything for the standings. If that would have been a game like winning you're in, I don't know how I would have played in it, right?
Right, got you.
And like I said, we had injuries. The guy didn't even sub in for him, and all that.
The rules
we really respect the rules, so that's why our team, we made a vote as a team, and we really felt that given that situation, we maybe merited the win more. And that player in question made a big interception in the game, and there was a 1-score game and all that. So it sounds like we got blown out 50-0, and then we did this. So, so guys, be careful. There's 1 more week left in the season before the playoffs. Everyone's fighting for a playoff spot. Make sure you read that email. If you have any questions, either answer John, ask me, ask Will. He'll ask me, and then I'll answer you. So, get it right, because no one likes winning by forfeit. No one likes losing by forfeit.
100%. Do you, the rule about no subs in the last 2 weeks, is there anything you want to explain quick, for 30 seconds?
Yeah, so basically, first of all, players have to have played at least 4 games to be eligible for the 10th game of the regular season.
I'm just showing visuals.
Yeah, I know, but you think you're mixing them up or not?
No, 4 for 10 games. Right? That's what you said, 4 and 10,
yes,
right?
exactly. So if someone played less than 4 games and it's your 10th game of the regular season, he can't play in that game, even if he's a roster player.
Okay.
But John obviously grants exceptions for injury or for whatever. Just ask him and deal with him. You got to make sure you get that in written by email before Thursday night, though. You can't ask at the field on Saturday.
Got you.
That's one thing.
Yeah, continue.
Other thing is you can't bring your team to more than 6 players with subs. So if you're already 6 players, roster players, you can get a sub.
You can't?
Unless, there's an exception to that.
Yeah.
Unless your QB does not play defense, and that sub only plays defense to replace your quarterback.
Okay,
it's the only exception to it.
And it's only quarterback.
Got
you.
So that's the only way you could be 7 with a sub. But if you're 5 roster players, you could get a sub and you could play both ways.
Right, that's fair. Okay, I remember a while back when I first played MFL, there was a game between Red Raiders and us, Henchmen. We got the game rescheduled because they protested. Anyway, and there was the game. We won the game and it got protested, and then we won again, made the playoffs. Any chances happening here, or it's done?
No, that's no chance. That was very, very...
not by the rules type thing?
Yeah, that was
John,
there's no point of getting into it. John, you were with Hench? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it was because
Max drew for us.
Yeah, John allowed Max to sub for you, which could have been okay, but it was against Red Raiders. They complained that they had just played Max, he had an intel on their defense. Right. So you guys had a game to make up, so we kind of made it like a play-in game.
Right.
To make it fair and both people all parties accepted, but that doesn't happen.
Facts. And I think you guys needed to win more than Joey's haters did.
Actually, we both needed to win because if you look at the standings right now, we're sitting at we're both sitting at 3 and 5 before the game.
I just assumed Joey's haters had a good record.
I also think I feel they're having a much better season than the record indicates.
Seriously,
right? It's crazy.
Wow, 3 and 6. Okay, so we'll talk about later on clincher scenarios and who they play. But just make sure you read the rules, folks. Yeah, and don't hesitate to ask questions. And not at the field on Saturday. You had the whole season to ask the questions. Mm-hmm. The first 8 weeks or the first 8 games were more lenient, but now the last 2 weeks it's like playoffs.
and it's gonna be the same rules in the playoffs.
100%.
You're able to explain what I just explained?
Yeah, go back to 24-minute mark and rewatch that if you have any questions.
Okay, Division 3.
Yeah, let's go.
Another 100-yard game for you. What else is new?
Yeah, thank you very much. That was referring to the Mustard Tigers Thunder Buddies game. What a crazy game that was.
Yeah, so Jason comes up to me and he's like, I was looking at the play-by-play, and you guys were literally down...
9.
Yeah, you guys were down 3 points, and with 3 minutes left, Mustard Tigers scored to take a 9-point lead.
Yeah, I thought it was over.
And then everyone thinks it was over. With 1:45 left on 4th down, I run it in for the touchdown. I didn't realize that was 4th down.
It was 4th?
It says it here was 4th, but that was crazy, huh?
Yeah, for real.
That was pretty clutch.
Yeah.
It was probably 4th and really short then.
Yeah, good stuff.
Then we get the ball back. Our defense makes a clutch stop because we were not able to stop Brian almost all game long.
For real.
And then you make a hell of a catch that you don't walk in.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, brought to the one. That was a nice tackle. And then we ended up scoring. I think it was like 3rd down. I know we didn't score the next play. We didn't score. I think we scored. It was Dave got the game-winning touchdown, I believe.
Yeah, it was Dave got the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah.
You, Dave, and Jaff were great for me in that game. It was a great team win, like offensive, defensively. But having you, Dave, and Jaff that I could rely on really helps. Dave came up with you came up with the yards, 100 over 100. Dave came up with the hat trick of touchdowns.
Teamwork, baby.
Yeah, but I was worried when this game started. Like we had no answer for them.
No, seriously.
Like, we were able to score, not easily, but we were scoring.
Yeah.
I was worried about our offense, but we were getting no stops.
And I don't think we took them lightly because
we did not take them lightly at all.
We know they're a good team. We know they're experienced. We know they have athletes. And I'm not sure what it was. Whether it was the motion with the running back, whether they were reading our defense.
They beat Rosshoff later in the day.
Yeah, that's true. No, exactly. Mustard Tigers are a great team. We came up a little slow, and thank God we were able to come back with the win.
And
but
it was crazy. We started the game with 2 2-point converts on our first 2 touchdowns. Like we were up. They started with the ball, so they scored first. But when we scored, we were up 16-12. Like they had no converts. We had like a 4-point lead just on that. And
that was a game we needed more than them.
100%.
Like if I don't know the playoff scenario if we lose that game for us, but tough. I know it's very different than if we would have. Than it is now that we won the game. Yeah. Did you mention John came up with a clutch sack on the last drive? Good call. John, he seems to just come up like... He hasn't had many sacks this season, but I think every one was like on a 3rd down or on a drive that we needed to stop. Even with Iron Wolves, like, for example... Iron Wolves gets a lot of sacks. Yeah, but... That's like more than double of his sacks. No, but I'm saying, like, let's say in Iron Wolves, like, I'd say 80% of his sacks come in the second half. He has like a switch where he turns it up, and he was big for us in that game. And he had a huge sack, 2 sacks in the game for us. Then this game against Jagerbomb, how did I throw 51 balls? Bryce, your arm not falling off or something? But I don't know how. Do you do like hurry up offense or like you know what it is? You complete 2-yard passes, so like you're throwing. Yeah, like a drive takes like 20 throws for a single drive. That's not very polite or true necessarily because you. But at the same time, 4 receivers with 7 receptions or more, which is pretty unheard of. Really. Even considering Rob came in like almost at halftime, he still got 7 catches for 65. He played really well. Yeah, he did play really well. But this game was all Jagerbomb. Yeah. They intercepted me 3 times. Even the rusher, Anthony Mateo, got a He almost got a pick 6. I made sure he wasn't getting that 6. Nice tackle. They did score the next play, but it's okay. Same thing happened with Mustard Tigers. They picked me up. I tackled them with the 1, and then they scored the next play. Hey, the effort counts. We like that. GF Delos, I think, was the player of the week. 10 tackles. He also had 2 touchdowns to go with it, and 2 2-point converts. Yeah. We didn't really have an answer for him. No. He pulled almost like a Phil Farah on you. Yeah, although I wasn't manning him up, so. And all this with them missing, like, arguably one of their best players in Gab Moreau-Paquette. Yeah, really. Was he sick or he wasn't there for? No, he was away the weekend. Okay. Yeah. I don't really have that excuse. Hopefully we get to play them again in the playoffs. But Jagerbomb on fire, right? Yeah. They start off the season a little bit slowly. They seem to be hitting on all cylinders right now. Simon Duchesne has these guys running good routes for them, making nice catches. And it's funny because they're putting up points, but there's still points they're leaving on the board. Like they could have put up more points against us in this game. Yeah. So I'm worried to face this team if they have a game where we know they could play up to their potential. But big win for them. Yeah. So another team I want to talk about. Flamingos, their season could have went in like so many different ways.
they have 3 wins right now. But when you look at their last, almost all their games, if you look at all their losses, they lost 15-12, 20-19, 14-12, 27-26, 19-13.
Wow.
There's not one loss by more than one possession. And,
yeah, seriously.
And all of them, besides the one against us, were on converts only.
Right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 4 losses by a total of 6 points.
And man, did they clutch up and do the complete opposite this weekend.
Yeah, beating the Chiefs, who the Chiefs are way better than their record says.
Yeah.
37-34 in the shootout, and then beating a tight game against Iron Wolves 20-19.
I was surprised that one. I told the Flamingos, I said, make sure you guys win, because if you win, we clinch a playoff spot. I was wrong about that.
You were very wrong about that.
Yeah, they did win, and we still did not clinch a playoff spot, but thank you for listening, Flamingos, for winning the game.
Iggy was throwing that game, you know?
I did know. Okay. Yeah, John's arm was hurt.
But John balled out. 7 catches for 71 yards, a touchdown. Marvin who?
Yeah. Who? But no, definitely John
Evans told Iggy, you could throw, but you got to make sure I get more yards than Marvin.
John Evans looking like Kyle Rudolph for Notre Dame. Big tight end there, big body. Good to see a fellow Notre Dame product balling out there. But no, he actually, John, for looking extremely unathletic as John looks, he actually has pretty good hands. And he's smart enough to make catches and run good routes. I think he's a good quarterback too. Iggy is a good quarterback.
I think he's a good quarterback. Oh, Iggy, yeah.
Iggy.
Okay, you said, and I think John's also a good quarterback too, by the way. Like, he's also a good quarterback.
I mean, he's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
But disappointing season for Iron Wolves. Like, I know our buddies are on that team. We like to poke fun at them, but this is a team that we're looking at their roster. I thought they could have been.
They also
the cream
lost
of the
a lot
crop.
of games very close.
They did.
Like, I spoke with John at the park this past weekend, and he was saying, like, if anything, I would have thought that my D3 team would have been at the top of the standings, and my D2 team would have been fighting for a playoff spot coming into the last.
I probably would have agreed with him, though.
You guys were D3 champs moving up a division, right?
Yeah, seriously. No, I know. That is, I don't know. What do you think it was that didn't work with the Iron Wolves D3?
All kidding aside, we both know we love Marvin, but we've been on many teams with Marvin, and besides when Steve throws to him, it's hard to get on the same page with Marvin sometimes, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
all the talent in the world, but sometimes the chemistry is not there with different quarterbacks for different reasons, and just stating facts, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, Marvin obviously balls out with quarterbacks he knows, and even without quarterbacks that he doesn't know, he balls out with them. He still had he led the league in TDs, or was top in the league in TDs for the Iron Wolves. But
another thing also is that Marvin was supposed to be like that safety on that defense, and having only 6 interceptions in 9 games in that division is not good.
You expect a little more.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even like... He should be averaging at least a pick a game.
Yeah.
Like, in D3 last year, I remember you, Jonathan Svetna, and Daik all beat the single season interception record.
Yeah.
And you guys all averaged like almost a pick and a half in a game, right? And like, you guys are all phenomenal D1 players, and so is Marvin. So he should be coming in this division and averaging a pick and a half in a game, 2 picks, and getting that extra drive for his team, right?
Right, 100%.
And yes, he's playing with other players that he's not used to playing with, but he has that experience to be that coach and that like captain on the defense that I don't think maybe when you play lower competition, you're used to playing in higher competition, you do take it like a little lightly, right?
I mean, I don't think you should. No, I'm happy you mentioned that. A lot of people, and like, thank you for mentioning that. A lot of times, thank you for mentioning. A lot of times, people say, you play D1, D2, D3, D3, yeah, like whatever. Like I say, I mentioned D1. Guys, no matter what division you're playing, no matter what sport you're playing, you should be giving 110%, no matter what the score is, no matter what division it is, no matter if you're making the playoffs, if you're not making the playoffs. At least that's how I was always taught to play sports. So if you're asking me if I play well if I play better in D1 or D3, no, I play the same. Like I play just as hard.
And that's exactly what I was gonna say. If you let me finish when I said that Marvin doesn't do that, I was gonna say at least I'm very happy that our Thunder Buddies team, it's not the case. We have a lot of higher level division players on that team, and I think we're all taking it very, very seriously. And I like that. And no one comes there lightly. Like, if we're losing, Jeff's just as upset losing that game than he is losing a D1 game. Yeah. And that's the attitude I think you have to have.
And I wouldn't say I value winning a D1 championship more than I value a D3 championship. I think it's D1, obviously, like, it's impressive because it's D1, it's the top of the top there. But
I mean, now that you've won a D3 one, you maybe want to win that D1 one slightly a little more.
Oh, yeah.
Especially since you've lost, like, in the finals. I got lost, lots of an understatement. You got crushed in the finals.
How many catches do you have on that team?
I mean, I led the league in sacks and I won best rusher, so...
Good stuff. But yes, also, speaking of the Iron Wolves team, you talk about Marvin, but look, they have Iggy. You talk about Brian, the smart players. You got Patricia, Chrissy, and even Mace, who's a good player on the team. Mace, I think. Mace, yeah, that's what I said, bro. And like, that's a good roster. Like, even if we talk about K Marvin, maybe we expect a little bit more, but
a lot more.
Yeah, No, but that team, even if Marvin's not playing as good as he should be a playoff team.
Yeah, I agree. But at the same time, you're looking at the teams in Division 3, they're all freaking good.
Yeah, you're right.
These teams are all so good.
You're right.
Like, this division was so strong. Like, I'm surprised that Irish are having a great season. Props to them. They deserve that 8-0, but it's crazy to think that they're 8-0 in this division.
Yeah.
Because as good as they are, they one bad game and like you're for sure losing in this division. Like no matter who you're playing, we saw it against the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's so true. A team that had no wins.
Yeah.
They came and beat us and surprised us.
We only spoke about Thunder Buddies, but I'm ready to move on to D4.
No, we can't do that.
We spoke about Flamingos.
D2. Oh, I got another game. A game I refed. I refed a game that was chippy, Terry, believe it or not. Mustard Tigers and Raw Sauce.
Really?
Yeah, I had to give a few warnings in this game.
That's surprising because when we played Mustard Tigers, it was like...
It's like you'd think it'd be like the nuns against the priests in this game, like two like people that never get mad at each other, that always stay super calm. But
what happened?
I was I refed this game.
Missing their quarterback?
Yes, Ross was missing their quarterback, and Ross was playing for them, ended up quarterbacking. In that game, there was a few plays where I don't know necessarily if I'd call them dirty plays, but where Ross Sauce defenders were flying in to make a play, and either was they didn't have control of their body, or the reverse happened where our buddy Ferrand knocked into somebody. Ferrand, the other Ferrand. I'm blanking. Scott Ferrand.
No relation to Phil Ferrand.
No, but he told me that he may be related to him, which is why I call him Ferrand. But there was a play where he like spun.
He balled out against us.
He had a sick pick, but he spun and he hit a defender over, and it was just it was a lot of stuff. Like I would say, like a lot of nothing. In other words, the sense that it was maybe a little bit more than what we played it out to be, or what it was. There was no malintent from either side. A little bit of trash talking back and forth. I was a little bit surprised, but Mustard Tigers coming on top. We talked about Rossas not having their quarterback, but Alex Loriot for them is a good quarterback.
Turned out pretty well.
Yes, he did. He had no interceptions, 3 TDs in that game. Is a smart player, but I think that the win for
crazy since Brian threw 2 picks and came out to win in this game, eh?
Really, but David Brisson had a really nice long bomb touchdown to seal the deal at the end of that one.
Nice.
It was a good game. That was a really good game. A fun game to ref.
So, it was more than a 1-possession game. It's that Brossard scored in the last play.
Yeah, he scored in the last play of the game.
Were you head ref in that game?
I was head ref.
No
that
one
was like the
conducts?
No one sports my conducts. I think I threw like 4 flags in that game, which is like career high.
Who were you refing with?
Our buddy Lavoie, John Lavoie.
What were you the flags for?
One was pass interference.
How'd you call pass interference if you were...
Okay, so that's actually, I have to ask you a question. There was a play where they threw like a 2-yard hook, and Scott Ferrand got hit to the head, and we were debating whether to call unsportsmanlike conduct, objectionable conduct.
You wouldn't call it sportsmanlike conduct.
Unnecessary roughness. I ended up calling it pass interference.
Did he get? You could
He
have.
got hit before catching the ball.
Did he still catch it?
No.
Okay.
So what I did is I moved the ball up 2 yards and made it automatic first down. And he was saying that it should have been more than that. He wasn't mad at me, but he was asking why wasn't it more.
I agree that if it was a contact to the head, it's usually at least an unnecessary contact. And that would have given them 5 yards and the first down as well. So I think
maybe 5 yards plus the 2, right? Like the pass.
No, it's only plus if you caught the ball.
Right. Okay. So it wouldn't be pass interference.
It could, like you could technically call unnecessary roughness and pass interference on the same play. Let's say the guy is going to make a catch and gets laid out.
Yeah.
That's pass interference, but it's also unnecessary contact. So you could give the spot of the foul plus 10.
Right, got you.
Right, but I don't think the example you're giving was that reckless.
No, it wasn't.
Like, the difference between contact and roughness to me is you have to ask yourself, was it reckless? Was the player aware of what he was doing, or was it, like, incidental contact, right? Because sometimes you're going to play the ball and you slightly touch the head.
Right.
It's still, we want to avoid that, so we're still going to call unnecessary contact on that.
Yeah.
But if the guy's flying in and jumping and not looking where he's going and smacks the guy in the head, that's unnecessary contact. Unnecessary roughness. In that case. So the way you're explaining it, I think it should have been at least unnecessary contact.
Yeah, I think thinking about it, maybe it should have been necessary contact.
But it would have given him an extra 3 yards.
Right, so it wasn't anything big.
But it wasn't reckless in the sense that it merited like a roughness, right?
It wasn't, and we know both teams were like the Tigers.
Well, you did say it got chippy and everything, so...
It did, no, but it got chippy in the sense that not where like it was... like putting people down and stuff like that.
Okay.
But it was a little bit more than I expected for these teams. I had to give a few warnings.
Okay. Gotcha. Well,
it's almost playoff football, though.
Thanks for asking the question.
Yeah, no problem.
And hopefully other refs listened in to get those explanations.
Definitely.
D4?
D4, let's get it. Do you ever think, speaking of refs, do you ever think Owie watches this?
No, I don't think Owie watches
this. I think he's too cool for it, eh?
Yeah. think so.
But like he doesn't think like.
And we spoke so highly of him last season when Mustard Tigers went on that like 5-0 run to close the season when Brian was on vacation. Remember?
Yeah.
When they purposely left Brian on vacation.
Yeah. Oh shoot! I forgot his password. His password right here. No.
Because he didn't tell us anything like, "Oh, thanks for the kind words."
True.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if it comes to a Saturday.
We'll see. So D4 for real now?
Yeah, for real, D4.
Did
Did you ref? No, you didn't ref any games this past weekend, eh?
No, I played.
That's true.
I caught some of that Manitoba Boys Phoenix game, and I'm surprised that Phoenix came through with the win. Because Rich has been chirping at Kevin all season long. Rich did ball out in this game. He got 7 catches, 77 yards, 2 touchdowns. So I think he did everything possible to try to make his team win. But Kevin throwing 3 interceptions and still getting the win
in overtime
blows my mind. Yeah.
That was the game that little Nicky played with us instead of Phoenix, right?
Yeah. Little baby Nicky.
Yeah, shout out to Richard. He said 7 catches.
1, 2, 3, triple overtime.
Holy, that's I love overtime. I love that's I gotta love MFL.
This is the way overtime should be played.
Yes, yeah, even yes in the NFL. I like college overtime, but NFL should definitely adopt this.
But
Big
Phoenix
win.
did get killed afterwards against Bin. It was 33-7 at halftime. Kevin threw even more interceptions in that game, but he still passed for like double the passing yards that Simon Baudouin did.
Tough.
Thomas Côté-Parent, 2 catches, 57 yards, a touchdown, a 1-point convert, and getting an interception with 4 tackles. Every time I turn around, I see Julian Zablosky making a crazy catch.
Yeah, it's nuts.
He's like really good.
Yeah, he is. He is good.
Wonder if he gets recruited to play higher division next season and flies his wings away from that Phoenix squad.
Yeah, good one. What is a Phoenix?
What is it? Is it Phoenix real or is it?
Wait, did we have this conversation before?
I think
we did. It was me, you, and Marvin. Oh my gosh, that I wasn't sure if it was with you, and then Marvin and I. Oh my god, Nito, we're not getting into this. Yeah, another game that caught my attention: Spin Doctors and Airborne. Spin Doctors losing to Airborne. Raph not there. Rob White throwing. Guillaume going 18-44, 3 TDs, 5 picks, and still finding a way to win this game.
Also being down 18-0.
I did not know that.
No, they weren't down 18-0. So I heard someone say that at the field.
It's probably Kevin.
Yeah, he said they came back from 18-0 deficit, but they were down.
They're 12-0 still. Impressive comeback for them.
And 18-6.
Yeah, that's Airborne's second win.
Scoring on second win.
Second win.
Scoring on the last play of the game, and getting the convert on that last play.
No, who got the TD?
Greg got the TD, and then Isaac got the convert.
Greg Delucio. Here, buddy. That's big. We talk about standings right now.
Not right now.
No, not right now. But I'll give it like a little sneak peek. That win puts Airborne in the last playoff spot.
Okay.
So a pretty big one.
You're gonna repeat that after.
Yeah, no, I will. But I think it's something worth repeating. Bro, would you? If I would talk to you 4 weeks ago and say Airborne's in a playoff spot, would you say better chance that happens or better chance an alien comes down right now and serves me McDonald's? What would be a better chance? The alien serving me McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly sure if they're in the last playoff spot because they're tied with Mimosa Crew and Drama Club, and we know that when it's a 3-way tie, the site is not accurate.
Facts. My mistake to have trusted John.
I mean, your mistake.
According to this, they're in the last playoff spot.
They beat Mimosa Crew.
Don't quote me on it.
We'll look into it when we get there.
Yes.
Let's talk about something that happened this weekend.
Yes.
Brossard playoffs. It was literally, I think, in like all my life of playing flag football, the worst conditions to play in. Like, the worst.
I think I'm sick because of it. I think everyone that went is sick. It was. I get to the field and I see Stu with the garbage bags in his cleats. I was like, smart. Everyone should. I had double socks and my feet were still soaked.
I think the finals was the finals that everyone was expecting, but in Circus against Jackrabbits. Yeah, a lot of good teams. Everyone battled this season, but those were clearly the top 2 seeds, and they made it to the finals. Brandon Circus is going up 26-0 at half against the almighty Cyclones. Steve didn't have bad stats, 20 for 40, 184, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, but Greg Murray throwing for 200 yards and 5 touchdowns. Francis Langtot, or Langto, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it, if the T, you pronounce it at the end or not.
If you don't know how to pronounce it, I definitely don't know how to pronounce it.
3
TDs in the game, 67 yards.
Yeah.
Impressive to score like that many points in the rain. We talk about. I know Dad was telling us that there was a few drops with Cyclones.
I think he said a few catches and a lot of drops.
Yeah, I was trying to be polite there, but no, good stuff from Brendan Circus.
And then quickly recapping the other semifinals, Nick Blais seemed as if he was playing a video game. Like,
I swear Nick was throwing better
6
in the
touchdowns,
rain
no
than he
interceptions.
does not in the
When
rain.
everything was being bobbled,
Yeah.
JC came out of play, 5 for 82, 3 TDs, Dyke as well, 4 catches, 2 of them being touchdowns.
Yeah.
This team just played great, and the way they played against us, I seriously thought they were going to win the finals.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because I know that Brendan Circus I felt like we talked about. Well, we were eating breakfast at the time. We went for brunch, and I said keep my eye on the score. I thought it was Brendan Circus to lose just because of they were first all year and how seriously they took it in the sense that like they were there showing up early. They were throwing around like it was no fooling around for them. It was like they were going to go and they're going to win it all. But I did expect it to be a toss up in the finals.
As good as both teams played in the semis, they both had sloppy games in the finals. Nick Blais and Craig Murray each throwing for 2 interceptions each in this game. But
however, sorry to cut you off, is that Greg Murray came back with a pick 6 that sealed it.
Yes.
So throwing 2 picks in offense, but getting the job done defensively.
Francis still being his main guy, 5 for 76, getting that 1-point convert. What a game this was. And Brendan Circuses are our champions.
Congrats to Brendan. Those of you who didn't read it, Kevin posted an article on Monday recapping the championship games. But yeah,
Really?
Brendan's
Kevin? You right for Brossard too now?
Did I say Kevin?
You said Kevin.
I think I said John.
You said Kevin. You'll watch it, you said Kevin.
Okay, I meant John. Kevin, you're always on my mind. But no, I meant John. Yes, congrats to Brendan Circuses.
For Brossard, you recapped? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like we talked about, I think it was their season to win the championship. They did it. They, like I said, Terry, they took the game seriously, and it was it was their championship to win, and they took it and they ran with it. It was we talk about like them being athletic. They really do not have a weak link. Every single one of their players can ball. Greg Murray got better as a quarterback, and and no better team winning than us. Than them. If we didn't win, I'm happy they won because all of them are Dolphins fans. So congrats.
Would have been happy for Jackrabbits as well.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I think the only one not happy would have been John because it's like the first season John gets off Jackrabbits and they made it to the finals when they never even made the playoffs with them. I think.
True, and John would never admit that.
But if you had an MVP vote to give in this game, who would it be?
Brendan Circuses?
Yeah.
I would.
MVP.
Playoff MVP. Sorry, has got to be your buddy Francis Longto.
I respectfully disagree. I gotta go with Greg. I think they could both deserve it.
Yeah.
But I think Greg going 13 for 18, 168, and getting that game-sealing pick 6 at the end with 1 minute left when Jackrabbits were only down 3 points and driving.
Yeah, that's play of the season right there. Greg Murray's pick 6 is play of the season.
Yeah.
Like, we talk about, NFL when they give the awards, there's also a play of the season. There actually is.
You sure?
Yeah, positive.
Okay.
That's play of the season.
And he also had a rushing touchdown, rushing for over 70 yards on 5 carries. So
didn't see that.
Use his legs there, eh?
Good stuff. But we should find out. We should know who won MVP. No.
Yeah.
I mean, Don John gave MVP, right?
He maybe waited for the awards to give it.
Facts.
Because we're gonna have a get together at the end of the Montreal season. So Brossard folks, wait up a little bit. Yeah.
Congrats, Brendan Circuses. You guys played anything but the Miami Dolphins, so good stuff.
All right, so we don't have much time left, so let's quickly go over playoff scenarios. Who's in, who's not in, who's fighting for a playoff spot. Mm-hmm. So in D1, there's little stars now.
Yeah, you didn't know that? I know I could. Yeah, I saw it the other day. Yeah, no, I saw it like 5 days ago.
John does this, but he doesn't fix other things on...
Priorities, John, priorities. Look, one step at a time.
Based on these stars, it says as if all 4 teams have clinched. I don't know if the star means you're in a playoff spot, or if you clinched.
No, it's not possible because if Gokuk win, they're 5-5, and Centurions lose both, they're 4-6.
Yeah, so because usually a star means you clinched. Right?
I think it just means who's in. I think it just means who's in now.
We had the red line that already meant that, so I don't know.
In case anyone's colorblind,
you still see a line, right?
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't see it red, but you still see the line. So Outlaws locked in the number 1 seed.
Yes.
Trollers have not locked the number 2 seed, but do they have the head-to-head against you?
Yeah, they beat us twice.
So they need to win 1 game.
So in order for us to get the 2, it doesn't make a difference. Well, actually, we win the coin toss, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So in order for us,
and obviously, Trollers are playing Centurions twice back to back, right? Like. classic ending on this.
Oh yeah, 100. Yeah, I'm surprised they're not playing 3 times in a row. But yeah, Trollers, they have to lose both games, and we have to win in order for us to leapfrog them. But it looks like it will be us against Trollers in the first round.
Would you rather Centurions or go cooking?
I'd say go Cook because we can't beat Centurions.
Okay, so
we have tough time beating
Are you
Centurions.
purposely going to lose your game?
I didn't think about that. No, we're playing.
You're playing Go Cook.
Henchman boys, don't show it. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, I didn't think about that. But no, we're definitely going to want to win that, end up on a high note. But I can see both those teams making noise in the playoffs.
Agreed. Division 2. Let's see if the Stars, what do they show? A lot of things happen in Division 2
yeah,
now.
Yeah, a lot up for grabs.
There's like
my God, so
4 teams within one game.
Bro, that freaking Haters game like saved your season.
I mean,
didn't save it.
It wasn't that complicated for us to get in if we had the loss against Haters. We needed to beat Vultures and needed Outlaws to lose against Phil Farah.
With this upcoming weekend?
Yeah, had we lost, we would have needed to beat Vultures.
I mean, I probably would have picked Vultures.
And then Outlaws would have needed to lose to Tanant. And that could happen. I mean, I think it's a 50-50 toss-up right now, the way Tanant have been playing recently.
Right.
So we had a chance.
Yeah.
Right now, what it does is we got to win and you're in.
It's simple as that.
Yeah, if we lose, we're out. Because if we lose, Vultures leapfrog us.
If you lose, you're out for it. What if Outlaws lose?
If we lose and Outlaws lose, and Haters have to lose as well. But we have the tiebreaker against Haters now. If we lose and Outlaws lose, we're in.
You're sure?
If we lose...
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Because we're going to be a 3-way tie with Vultures and Outlaws are the third. So if we lose and Outlaws lose, we're in. So Outlaws are playing before us, so we can maybe know if we clinch a playoff spot after the 11 o'clock game.
Outlaws are playing tonight, like you said, eh?
Yeah, and I'm not playing at that game, so I may be reffing it. I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Iron Wolves are playing against the Red Zone for that number 1 seed,
Yes, that's crazy. So the top 2 teams get a bye.
Sometimes John does some things well.
Sometimes is the right word there. But yes, top 2 teams get a bye in that division.
Yeah.
But still, you want the number 1 seed. Red Zone has 2 games that day, though.
Well, do you? Like Red Zone, if they get number 1 seed, there's a good chance they might play Vultures in the first round, right?
True. Yeah, I mean, 1 or 2 doesn't make all that of a difference, but you want to go in as the top dog.
Yeah.
Or the top wolf.
What were you going to say besides that?
We're playing, Red Zone has 2 games that day. So they're playing, before that they play us. And then after that, they're playing Dynasty at 8 o'clock in the morning.
But if they beat you, they could afford to lose that game against Dynasty, right?
But
If
we didn't play them yet, eh?
Yeah.
6-3. No, but what if KOB wins and there's a 3-way tie? That gets complicated, no?
Yes, it does.
KOB can still get the 1 seed, no?
Yeah, and KOB beat everybody besides Outlaws and Iron Wolves. Because I remember when you guys beat them you guys beat KOB.
We beat KOB, yeah.
Yeah, you were the first non-Outlaw team to beat KOB. KOB before that was 6-0 against every team not named the Outlaws.
So you lost Outlaws twice?
Yeah.
Oh, got you. And we never play Outlaws.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So still a lot to be decided this weekend in D2.
It's crazy. KOB lost to Outlaws twice. We beat Outlaws twice, OG Panthers, and we got destroyed by KOB twice.
Any given Sunday, baby. Or Saturday. Jinx.
Division 3. A lot can be decided here too.
Yep.
So Thunder Buddies, it's winning, you're in.
Okay, good stuff.
Flamingos need to win both of their games and hope Thunder Buddies lose. They have 2 tough games against Jagerbomb and
Average Joes.
Average Joes we know won't be taking that game lightly because they want that 10-0 perfect season, right?
100%. You best believe it. Although if there's a team I'd want to make the playoffs instead of us would be Thumboy Flamingos. I'm not saying throw 8 picks in the game, but
You want to go play for them as well?
they said they have a pink jersey for me. They literally said verbatim, word for word. So we got a pink jersey for you.
What number was it?
Probably number
You don't know it?
What number? What's the flamingo? No, never mind. I say number 88.
Can flamingos fly?
They can't fly. Jaff's wrong.
No, they can't fly.
What?
They could fly.
No, it's a mistake, bro. They cannot fly. But yes, I said that.
Are you kidding me? That site's not credible. Go check on Wikipedia.
Yeah, that's it. Was like freaking petzoo.com. It wasn't good. But is there a way?
No.
Yeah, you're right. There's no way. Okay, you're actually right. That's my
I read
question.
your mind. Okay, so D4 now.
Yes.
Bin can also go 10-0, which is pretty crazy.
Facts.
And the top 6 are all clinched in. There's no stars here. It's only for D1.
John,
do you get the stars on the mobile app too?
Yeah.
Go back to the
mobile app. There's an app?
I mean, mobile site.
Bruh. I was like, bro, John doesn't do this, but he has an
You don't
app
have
for
to go there.
MFL.
You can do it from here.
Oh, I don't like doing that.
Why? It's faster. You only click once instead of twice. No stars.
Bro, I swear it was the other day.
You were probably daydreaming. So now we got Airborne, Mimosa Crew, and Drama Club, and Gold Rush that could still win a game.
Right.
So let's start with Gold Rush. Do they still have a chance? They're presently at 1-7, and they have 2 games left against Spin Doctors and Gold Rush.
Gold Rush plays against Gold Rush?
Yeah.
Gold Rush
and
probably win that
Airborne
game.
at the same time.
Bro, that's crazy. So you're telling me that all 10... So everyone has a chance to make the playoffs, you would think.
Unless Mimosa Crew play Drama Club, which is not true. So if Drama Club loses, Mimosa Crew loses, Airborne loses, and Gold Rush wins both games they're in. So Gold Rush still has a chance to make the playoffs.
What if one of those teams wins one? Then
it goes to tiebreakers.
Okay, but we don't know the tiebreakers, right?
No, because it could be like a forced scenario thing. We're not going to
okay.
go over it. And there's a lot of teams playing against each other. But it's just crazy to think that I could confirm that Gold Rush will have a chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's actually insane.
With 1 win
that is
through
crazy.
the first 8 weeks.
We got 2-7, 2-7, 2-7, 1-7. Holy! And you said Gold Rush play who?
They play Airborne.
Yeah.
Airborne essentially win that game, and they're pretty much in. Airborne and Spin Doctors.
I can see them winning both games.
I can see them winning both games as well. Although they only scored 107 points through their first 8 games.
But they're in a playoff spot, baby. That's all that counts.
They're not in a playoff spot. They're fighting for a playoff spot.
No, like currently in a playoff spot.
They're not currently in a playoff spot either.
Bruh, if the season ended, they'd be in the playoffs, no?
Gold Rush. They're in last place.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Airborne.
No, you're saying you saw Gold Rush being able to win both their games.
Oh, yeah.
I said it'll be tough because they only have 100 points scored.
Facts.
Not Jaff here.
Yeah, good stuff. I was gonna see how I was used to Jaff last week, but 107 at 238, not the best point differential.
Popcorn?
I went to movies yesterday. I had movie popcorn. By the way, folks, I recommend to go see the Halloween movie. I went to see. I know it's past Halloween now, but it was a good movie. But I love movie popcorn. But Gold Rush. I don't know what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, crazy to think that with a negative 131 point differential, they still have a chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah, that is crazy. Did we cover everything? I feel it went pretty fast.
Yeah, no, we definitely missed something. What about our picks?
They'll be in the article.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We recap Brossard?
Yeah.
Okay, but for Brossard, we told everyone there's going to be a meeting.
Yeah, okay, so now we could do the last portion. There's going to be a get-together after the end of the season with Montreal, Brossard folks. We don't know yet where. Probably on the Sunday following the season. Right?
Yeah. I thought you looked at me for confirm, bro. I have no clue. You know this stuff, not me.
Besides that, anything else?
We definitely have bold predictions. This is not something I forgot. Do we have an update on the standings?
We just...
Bro, you looked at me like, bruh. No,
we just went for 30 minutes over all the standings.
I can't wait to watch your face. The pick standings, the picks.
Yeah, no. That means Kevin's first.
I guess pigs can fly. We talked about...
Seriously. Seriously.
And Kevin will definitely let us know.
It'll be in the article, though.
100%. Okay, let's not beat around the bush. 57. I want to go to Tim Hortons and get a nice cap. Bold predictions.
Bold predictions.
We could do do this weekend because I want to have a separate one for the playoffs. We'll
Obviously.
Yeah, but for the playoffs. Oh, how is the playoffs going to work? Is it 2 weekends?
Yes, it's 2 weekends.
Okay. Tell the people.
The playoffs is 2 weekends.
Are 2 weekends, and but do we know when D1 is? When D2 is?
Usually, it's round 1. Round 1 is the first weekend, and then rounds 2 and 3 is the next. So you should only play one game that first weekend. If it's only 4 teams making the playoffs, you're only going to play your semifinal game. If there's quarterfinals, you're going to play quarterfinals one weekend, then it's semis and finals the next weekend.
Okay, makes sense.
I mean, it depends also per division. Now with all the fields, it might change.
Right.
So we might have quarterfinals and semifinals the first weekend, and only the finals the weekend after.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of things depend. So, I mean, we don't have to give an answer right now, right?
Yeah. Facts. Okay. Yeah, we'll just stay up to date, stay posted. Video will be coming up later on Thursday, right?
What's coming out Thursday?
The video, Lorianne, is that her name?
Yeah, Lorianne.
Yeah, she posted the video Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Bold prediction.
You go first.
Okay. I'm gonna say that this weekend in Division 2, the Joey's haters Vultures game. Both teams will score 50 points or more.
Okay, I can see that happening.
Joey's haters, Vultures. I see both teams scoring 50 points. 50 points plus.
Okay.
Should I pick a winner now? No, I'm not going to pick a winner now. Yeah, so 50 points plus each team. Joey's haters, Vultures. Joey's haters, they can still make the playoffs, obviously.
Yes.
Okay. That's going to be
I
a sick
think
game.
so. Let me just check.
I'd love to be watching that game. I forgot to get my availabilities.
No. No, I don't think they can still make the playoffs.
Are you serious?
If they beat the Vultures, they're at 4-6.
Yeah.
So even if OG and Outlaws lose,
It's a 3-way tie?
yeah, and Outlaws and OG both have the tiebreaker over Haters.
Really?
No, Haters split with Outlaws. Haters split with Outlaws, so it's gonna have to go to points against. And currently,
Holy, so that game,
currently the Haters have more points against. So, yeah.
Joey says I don't have to make the playoffs.
Unless I'm mistaken, very slim to none.
Right.
Let's say they lose, they're gonna be at 4. Yeah, I think Joey's Hater season's done.
Damn, that is surprising. I'm still sticking with my bold prediction because I think that they'll want to end on a super high note. But we'll have to definitely ask John about that.
I mean, I could check it better. I mean, okay, I'll take an extra 5 seconds to look at it. So, like, Joey's Haters, if they do win, they're sitting at 4 wins, right?
Right.
Vultures also have 4 wins. No, Vultures can have 4 wins, but
Okay, wait.
it'll be between... OG would for sure be in. And then it'd be between Outlaws and Haters.
Wait, they're 3-6. 4-6. Vultures lose. Outlaws lose.
Oh, no. Okay, this is maybe bad because, like, Outlaws played OG twice and they lost twice to OG. So in tied games in games played amongst tied teams,
Yeah.
Outlaws would be 1-3,
Right.
whereas Haters would be 1-2.
Because
So, like-
the schedule was kind of like weird.
So yeah, so I'm gonna talk to John about this because, like, so basically you're looking at tied
So I
games.
just brought up a good point here
Yeah.
live at MFL
Yeah,
Total
you're looking at
Access.
tied games. Games played amongst tied teams would be OG, Outlaws, Haters.
Yeah.
OG are 3-0. They beat Outlaws twice. They beat Haters once.
Right.
Outlaws are 1-3. They lost twice to OG.
Right, got you.
And they split with Haters. Haters lost once to each team,
Mm-hmm.
and they beat Outlaws. So even though Haters and Outlaws split, Haters and Outlaws split. So if it was just those two teams were tied, they'd split, and Haters have more points against.
Right.
So they'd be out.
Right.
But in this case, Outlaws unfortunately got to play OG twice.
Okay,
but that has
got
nothing
you.
to do with how they're tied with the Haters.
Right, so they
but
played
based
an
on the
extra game
tied
against the
making
3
rules
teams.
right now, Outlaws would be out.
So Joey's Haters still has a chance?
Yes.
Okay, that's good news. That's all I wanted to know. Okay, good. Joey's Haters, go win.
Okay, my bold prediction. Spoke about this, man. Actually, wait. Give me a number between 1 and 10.
8.
Okay, perfect. So Phil Farran this weekend has 3 games. He's playing Centurions twice, and he's playing in his D2 game. Who'd you just say the Haters are playing? Vultures. He's gonna go for over 500.
Wait, Phil Ferrand? He's not on the Haters?
Sorry, my bad. I got mixed up. I had him paired with Max
I don't want to hear excuses. Continue.
because Phil Farran plays with Max in D1.
Oh, got you.
That was a mix-up.
Okay,
But
fair.
it's still my vote is still good. So Phil Farran has a doubleheader against Centurions, back-to-back games with Holy Shoulders.
Yep.
And then he's playing with Tannant against the Outlaws.
Yep.
We know the Outlaws' weakness. Won't say
No
live on air.
safeties.
So Phil Farran, those 3 games, is going to combine for over 500 yards and 8 touchdowns, as you just mentioned.
I like it. I'm not even sure how bold that is anymore.
I mean, you could have said 2 or 1.
Yeah,
I kind
that's
of had
true.
a feeling you'd say a high
Yeah,
number.
good stuff, good
so it makes
stuff.
my bold prediction even cooler.
Yeah, that is true. I like that. That's live here on air. And
Yeah.
we did not practice that.
Nope.
That would be something else.
That's it.
That's it, folks. Hopefully the weather will be great. Weather was great this past weekend.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
New field, be there, be square. We got 8 o'clock games. We also have 5. Do we have 5 o'clock games
No,
as well?
no.
Okay, so 3:30.
Yeah.
Okay, 8 to 3:30.
I'd rather 9:30 to 5.
100%.
I'd rather noon to 10.
But John's like a grandpa, bro. He wakes up at like 6 in the morning and says,
Yeah.
"Oh, sorry, cat, I slept
Gotta
in."
bake those donuts.
Preach.
Oh!
yes.
Yo, let's go. I had a note and I completely forgot to give a shout out to La Beignerie and Kat. Thank God you mentioned John being a grandpa, man.
Dude, what can I say?
Oh my God. So This past weekend, I had a little get together at my girlfriend's place, and she had the family and all.
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I have a girlfriend.
Poor her.
Yeah, okay, you met her this weekend.
She's really sweet. That's why I said poor her, bro.
That's not what you were gonna say.
Okay, just continue.
And I wanted to impress, so I went to La Beignerie. I picked up 2 boxes of donuts. Unfortunately, they don't have the Halloween edition one. I picked a special edition Halloween box.
Yeah.
And a bunch of like nice like purple, green colors made with like pumpkins and stuff like that. And I picked another box like my favorites that I've already tried.
Yeah.
And everyone went crazy for them.
For real.
Like they live in Laval and most of the family lives in Laval. And they're like, okay, she has to open up a store in Laval. We'll be the top customers. And seriously, like we cut them out to a minute pieces and we tried like a bunch of different ones. They were all so good. Like there's no bad one. It's like this one's good, that one's better, and that one's the bestest. And like,
did you have the cookie dough one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that one.
My second favorite.
Yeah, what's your favorite?
The Oreo. That stuffing in the Oreo, man.
Shoot, Oreo would be my favorite.
Yeah, and the names of each donut are hilarious. Like the Oreos like Acro Oreo, the caramel graham ones like Instagram. Yeah, all this to say, if you're not already following on Facebook, Instagram, La Beignerie, follow it. Go pick up a donut. You will not regret it. If you have a family event or anything that you want to impress, Mr. Puffs was in a while ago. Now it's La Beignerie. Bring those boxes of donuts. And,
Krispy Kreme, crispy what?
Yeah. Tim Hortons Krispy Kreme, it got nothing on that. And like,
Respect.
I didn't even get a discount for these donuts, and
you would have been double.
I wasn't paid to give this message.
Yeah.
It's not publicity. Like this is 100% genuine. Like those donuts are insane.
Yeah. Those of you who don't know, Kat is John's girlfriend.
Yes.
I thought they were brother and sister, which when I first saw them like together, I said that's a little weird, but they're not. They're boyfriend and girlfriend.
John doesn't speak French, and Kat speaks English. But John doesn't speak French. How can they be brother and sister?
So how do they argue together? Anyways, folks, that's it for this episode of MFL Total Access. See you guys Saturday.